Welcome to Straight Outta Scripture, a nod to my West Coast roots and a daily dive into who God is and to who we are in Him. Today we are going to discuss taking comfort in the return of Christ. In a world filled with turmoil, uncertainty, and suffering, the promise of Christ's return is not just a future event, it is an anchor of our hope. The return of Christ is not just a distant theory, but a comforting reality for every believer. It is a day when every injustice will be made right, when every tear will be wiped away, and when all things will be restored under the rule of the King of Kings. In John chapter 14, verse 3, Jesus comforts his disciples with these words, "And if I go prepare a place for you, I will come back and I will take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am." This promise spoken by Jesus himself is not just a promise for the apostles of the past, but for us today. He is coming back, and when he returns, he will bring with him justice, peace, and all the fulfillments of every promise that he has made. The return of Christ is not merely a future event to wait for passively. It is a call to live with an active hope, to keep our hearts set on the ultimate victory that Christ has secured. This hope gives us comfort in the midst of every trial, knowing that no matter what we face, the end has already been written. Christ wins, and for those who belong to him, we share in that victory. When we look back at the world around us, wars, poverty, broken relationships, pain, it can be easy to become discouraged, to wonder where God is in the midst of it all. But the return of Christ reminds us that in this world, it is not our final home. This is not the end of the story. In Revelation chapter 21, verse 4, we are assured that he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. Christ's return is the greatest reset, the moment when everything broken will be made whole. This promise is not just for the distant future, it is a comfort for today. No matter what you're facing, the return of Christ means that your suffering is not in vain. It means that every act of faith, every prayer, every tear, and every step of obedience will be rewarded. It means that no matter how dark things may seem, the light of Christ's return will break through and set everything right. The comfort we find in the return of Christ is also a call to action. As believers, we are not just waiting passively. We are called to live a life that is in light of his return, to be watchful, to be faithful, and to spread the message of his coming to others. The hope of Christ's return should change the way that we live today. It should fill us with peace in the storm, with courage in the face of adversity, and with love for a world that is desperate for his light. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 42 to 44, Jesus tells us, "Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would have not let his house be broken into. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour you do not expect him." This is our call to be vigilant, to live in constant expectation of his return, and to find comfort in the fact that he will not leave us in our suffering forever. As we await his return, let us take comfort in the fact that Christ is coming again to restore all things, and that the world may be broken now, but his promise of return is unshakable. Hold fast to the hope, for it is hope that will not disappoint. And as we await the glorious day, let us fill it with peace, perseverance, and deep joy that no circumstance can take away. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. As always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.